As you get older, you realize that you don't really need all the stuff that an Android phone provides you. Like when I was 19, I was like, this is stupid. Why would anybody buy an Apple? And now that I'm 24, I'm like, I think I need an Apple. Okay, I'm not gonna sit here and try to be a tech YouTuber. I'm not. This isn't Marcus Brownlee, but I just wanted to go through my journey from transitioning from a Samsung phone to an iPhone. I applied for a pre-order on the 23rd of October, and today is the 24th of November. And that's when I got it. So it's been a long time coming, and I'm very excited for it. Got it in the blue. The move is still happening, so it's going to be a while before I'm able to use this, but I just wanted to go through basically my thought process. I've been a Samsung user since 2012. My first phone was an Android phone. It was an HTC Desire C, and then I moved into a Samsung S3, then the S5, then the S7 Edge, and then this I've had for 3 years, the S9 Plus. And I'm moving from an S9 Plus to a iPhone 12 Pro, which is, I know, unfair to the Samsung, but that's just where I'm at currently. For the longest time, I was the guy who was like, iPhones are for old people, and my parents have an iPhone, and yes, all the celebrities have an iPhone, but come on, I can do a lot more with Samsung. This is the time of like when we used to like pirate movies and songs and all that stuff on your Samsung, because it allowed you to do that. And your iPhone, you had to like jailbreak, and oh my god, jailbreak is like history now. Like nobody does that. And ever since I've gotten Netflix and Spotify and all of those streaming apps and a Kindle, there's no need for me to pirate stuff when I'm literally paying subscription fees for these. And one of the main reasons for me to move from Samsung to Apple was just that I didn't need an open body system on my phone anymore. The other thing was productivity, and this is where the productivity gurus of YouTube come in. Ali Abdaal only uses Apple products, and I've noticed that, and I've seen that. And after you watch a certain amount of hours of Ali Abdaal videos, he uses the product so efficiently that it makes you realize that maybe you need it in your life as well. Not to say that I'm trying to completely copy Ali Abdaal. I'm just saying his workflow is very effective for the kind of videos that he produces, and that's the sort of workflow that I want to get into. Apart from that, it's just I got bored with the Samsung aesthetic. Just the Android thing was getting too much for me. I wasn't really maximizing the potential of the phone because I did like 4 things on it: music, texting, YouTube, writing sometimes, like note taking. And that was the extent of my phone use. So I didn't need all like the bells and whistles. Not to say that this phone, the Pro, doesn't have it. It definitely does. But it wasn't really the reason that I switched. The other thing that made me switch big time was just the camera. Like, people have gone at length on YouTube to talk about how amazing the 12 Pro cameras are. And being a photographer myself, I thought that is something I could probably take advantage of the most. That's why I got the Pro. It has 3 camera systems in the back. It's just a very convenient way to take really good pictures on the go. And I don't always carry my DSLR with me. It's huge. So if I wanted to get good quality pictures for stories or even for Instagram posts, I can do that now with just applying the Adobe filters that I have on Lightroom onto my pictures, and then I'm done. Last and most important thing though for me to make that switch is I'm hoping that making the switch from something that I'm familiar with to something that I'm not familiar with will help me reduce screen time. Like, it obviously initially I will be on my phone a lot, checking the features out and making sure everything works, and like just getting immersed into the feeling of the Apple world. But I'm hoping that after that initial rush is settled, I'll find a nice balance, nice workflow where my phone usage isn't a lot. I killed about 4 to 5 hours of phone usage just by quitting social media, and I'm hoping to continue that after November as well. But that's something I'm going to be really focusing on coming into the next year as well. And the older you get, the more you realize that simplicity matters. It's probably the key to make your life a lot more easier, to declutter, to let go of those minutiae of things that you thought were important, like in your smartphone that you could wave and it takes a screenshot. Have I ever used it? No. But did my Samsung have it? 100%. But I never used it. So what was the point of it? That's my whole idea of moving on to the Apple generation, is to like minimize my user interface. It's to minimize the bells and whistles on the phone and maximize the functionality. So if I can take notes quicker, if I can write stories quicker, if I can jot down ideas quicker without getting bogged down into the pretentiousness of a Samsung, then I'm all for it. Like, if it helps me be more productive, then sure. People have told me that once I get sucked into the Apple ecosystem, it's just over for me. Then and the iPad is next, and the MacBook is the one right after that, and then suddenly I literally will have an Apple ecosystem. I've seen enough Ali Abdaal videos to know that that works. So maybe I'm looking forward to that. I don't know. I'll see how this affects my writing routine. I'm hoping it'll be positive and not detrimental to it. And hopefully I'll find a workflow that works for me with an iPhone that probably wasn't working for me with the Samsung. A lot of it has to do with your own will to make it work. I understand that, but I'm also hoping that a new gadget will help me reduce that to some degree. That's all from me today. I'm very excited to get into my new iPhone. I just thought I'd make this quick video because I don't know. It's a big deal for me, so I thought I'd document it just a little bit more for people if they were interested. If you like this video, please like, share, subscribe, whatever they do on YouTube. Do all of that. You can follow me on Instagram if you want to see my pictures. You can check out my podcast with my brother called the Broadcast Podcast. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.